Hi. I'm always talking about leadership. I'm a guy who loves talking about leadership. But I also like talking about transformation. How do you transform the individual? How do you transform an entire company? And today I want to speak to you about a very special kind of transformation. It's the kind that allows you to literally create a paradigm shift to actually alter the way you see yourself and the way you see life in the world. And I would like to speak to you about the kinds of things that you can do to transform yourself. One is movement, doing things that you've never done before, so that your brain is actually engaging in activity that it never has before. Because the way our brains work, we all have these, they call paths. And on those paths, they're called neural paths. And on those neural paths, you have information, everything you've experienced and learned in life travels on those paths. And it's like file cabinets. Your brain is retrieving information on those paths so that you can do an analysis, compare, and you notice how when we learn something new, we always say, oh, that must be just like this. That's your brain finding information to relate to it. So if you want to change, or you may think expand your thinking, but I'm really talking about going beyond just expanding your thinking, talking about being able to see things or perceive things you've never done before. And some simple ways to do that could be practicing yoga, moving in ways you haven't, doing martial arts, even learning a new language could have you create new neural paths. And in creating new neural paths, it's called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is, instead of your brain finding information on your existing paths, it's creating an entirely new one. The problem with that is that creating that new neural path, you're going to be confronted with confusion, frustration, and uncertainty. And that's a big reason why most people don't pursue that kind of transformation. You know, we're all really good at doing more, better, or different of what we know. But learning something completely new can have you confront confusion and frustration. So, one of the most effective ways to engage in neuroplasticity is to engage someone as serve as like a guide to you, or a coach. And they actually take you down a path of conversations where you explore things that you didn't know that you didn't know. You didn't even know you didn't know them. Once again, you'll be dealing with frustration. But another way is maybe going running, doing exercise you haven't done. And I'm in the gym today because I like to do a demonstration. A lot of guys lift weights. I love lifting weights. And lifting weights, you often hear people say they changed their exercise. They want to shock their brain. That's a way to get your brain to think something it hasn't thought before and to do exercises again. So today I'm going to do a demonstration with curls. And a curl exercise, this is different from doing an isolated dumbbell. With a bar, it does a great job in building strength. Now, it's important to have your technique so that you're only working your arms. And technique, like any sport, is important so you don't hurt yourself. Now what I want to do is do a demonstration with a much heavier weight and see if I can keep my form.